Hi, this is Liz Shipbach, and I am going to walk you through day 2 of your new consultant training with Rodan and Fields. So you should have a little guideline of everything that we're going to go over today. This is a short day. I hope you have a paper and a pencil in case you want to take some notes. Otherwise, you do have the video that you can refer back to. The first thing I want to talk about today is the development and creation of your why and what your why is. Your why is your own personal story. It's your 60 to 90 second infomercial. A little bit of information about your history, what you currently are doing, why you chose to partner with Rodan and Fields, and where you see it taking you and what it's going to mean in your life. I am no expert at creating a why. I'm actually working on mine, and I'll have it ready for you to see very soon. But I do know somebody that is, and his name is Bob Heilig. I'm messaging over a link for you of Bob's. He's going to speak for about 5 or 6 minutes on creating your own why, and I want you to take a listen to what he has to say, take some notes, and at the very end, he's going to take all of that information and compile it and give you a sample of what his why is. I want you to backtrack to that, and I want you to write down word for word his why, every word that he says to describe himself. Then take the information that he's taught you, think about yourself in your life, in your history, and what you're doing and what you want to do with this business, and then plug it in to the places that you've written down about his why, and write your own. And I want you to practice it in the house, in the car, in front of the mirror, to yourself. I want it to become second nature. Your why is going to be basically your first impression that you're going to make. And you might think to yourself, well, I'm going to be selling to people that I know. Trust me, it doesn't matter. They deserve the same respect and enthusiasm as somebody that you don't know. And actually, sometimes they'll require more of you because they know who you are. So really, really, really focus on that why. It's crucial. Nobody in this business that's successful is successful without having mastered their why. It's very, very important. So I want you to take care of that, and we will get back together on that because I'm going to ask to see your why. The next thing I want to talk about is the fact that you have been invited to join 2 Facebook groups. The first Facebook group is my Facebook group, and it's called Team 360. You're on my team. I named it Team 360 because through Rodan and Fields products, through this business opportunity, we are turning skin and lives around. And I firmly believe that. So I thought that was an amazing name for our team. We're also part of Jennifer Fields Robinson's team. She's I'm directly signed up under her. And she has a very, very big Facebook group. It's a great page to be active on. You'll learn about products, tips, business opportunities, meetings in your area, compliance issues. It's a really, really great page. Here's another thing. Let's say you have a customer, she's got some questions, and you can't get a hold of me, and you just really don't know what to do or how to move on it. Post something on that page, and somebody will get back to you within a few minutes, and you'll have your answer. You'll be steered in some sort of a direction. It's a great and wonderful resource for sharing and learning about this business, especially while you're brand new. Please be mindful that both of these Facebook pages it's a great place to touch base and to share ideas, but we always want to keep it very positive. If it's not positive or constructive, please don't put it on there. Somebody will take it off. But please don't put it on there, because really it's about forward motion and momentum, and if things happen that you're not happy about, don't hesitate to reach out or message. But the overall theme of these 2 pages is to really be upbeat and positive, and to remind us all why we're in this business together. So that's something about those Facebook groups. Now, I do want to talk to you a little bit about Facebook and Rodan and Fields. So, in addition to being part of these two Facebook groups, there are other groups that you're going to see, that you're going to come across in your newsfeed that you can join, and that's fine. It can be a little overwhelming. So I like to limit it to 2 groups, but feel free to join any group that you want to. There may be one specifically suited for your state that you want to be part of, and that's perfectly fine. Also, people are going to reach out to you and want to become Facebook friends with you that are consultants. That can also be overwhelming. So while you may want to go ahead and initially accept, you don't have to follow every single one of them, because all that information can clog up your newsfeed and it can just wind up being too much. Stick with 2 or 3 or 4 that you really, really like a lot. You can learn some things from, and then also part of our culture is to share one another's Facebook posts, or the pictures and the text and that kind of thing. But I don't literally mean the word share. I don't want you to click share and put it on your page. No good. Don't do that. I want you to copy the picture. I want you to copy the text and go ahead and then put it on your page. Before you do so, it's always cool to go ahead and just put a nice comment on that person's Facebook page, or a like. There's an algorithm to Facebook, and the more likes and comments that a person gets on a post, the more it shows up in their news feed. So before you borrow it, please be sure to leave a nice message or a comment or a like. That would be great. So the next thing that we're going to talk about here is posting your introduction into the business on Facebook. I want you to put a really nice picture of yourself, and if you don't know how to do that, I can help you. I want you to put a nice picture of yourself out there, maybe a collage, and or a collage of pictures, and then a little bit about your why. I want you to put that on there. While you're going to be inclined to put Rodan and Fields in this initial post, I have some really great ideas on how you can say that you're just working with a $600 million premium skincare company and not putting the name out there. Seems counterintuitive. People are going to figure out who you're doing business with, and it's not that I'm trying to hide anything. It's just that this business is as much about psychology as it is about sales. So people might already think that they have some information or preconceived notion about Rodan and Fields, and therefore if you're going to put that out there right from the get-go, you may lose their interest. So I've got some really great ways, and I'll send some samples over to you by message of what you can say in your first Facebook message to pique people's interest and create the most impact. And that's really what you want to do on day 1. After day 1, you need to figure out how often you're comfortable posting on social network. Now, we do have some consultants that post every day, 2 and 3 times a day. Facebook was not initially intended for people to post business opportunities and items for sale. Many people in direct sales have become very successful posting on Facebook. I've posted a lot, I've posted a little, and then I've kind of gotten into my own rhythm of what I'm comfortable with. What I feel good about is sort of a 90-10 split. So if I post 2 or 3 times a day, about every 4 days or 5 days, I post something that's Rodan and Fields related. But I don't want anybody to go back through my news feed and just make it look like it's one big, huge sales campaign. That's really not who I am. My life, there's more to my life than just Rodan and Fields. So I try to bring things to my Facebook posts that I'm interested in, or that I'm sort of an expert in, or whatever. So it might be health and fitness, or cooking, or exercise, or different things like that. Of course, some family photos and jokes or motivational things. And then about 10% of the time I put my Rodan and Fields information out there. So kind of be mindful of the fact that you want to be relatable and you want to be fresh. So kind of get some sort of a plan. And when you see a post on Facebook of somebody else's that you really like and you impulsively want to put it up there, maybe you just save it onto your computer or onto your notes, and then you wait until 2 or 3 days and you go ahead and put it on and use it later. But I know what it's like to be excited and post. I'm not saying that it's necessarily the best way, so you'll get it figured out, but kind of think about what your social media campaign is going to look like. Let's see. The other thing I want to talk about is copying and pasting material from the internet onto your Facebook page or your social media. So on Team 360, sometimes I'm going to put a before and after with some wording, and I'll put copy and paste. That's to indicate to you that this is something that you can use to help with your marketing. I really don't want you to click the share button, not at all. What's on our team page is a private, secret, group. So if you like a picture and you like the content that goes with it, do a screenshot or copy it and then paste it into your Facebook page, but please do not share. And the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is there's great information on the internet that you can use to learn about Rodan and Fields and the products and how they're used. Specifically speaking, there are amazing videos out on YouTube, and they're company sponsored videos. So get on YouTube and type in Rodan and Fields. You'll see the difference between the ones that the company made and the ones that were made by consultants. I would not repost another consultant's YouTube videos, but I would definitely not hesitate in the least to share some of our great informational videos from YouTube. So I guess for today, that's basically all I wanted to kind of talk about. Social, your why and how important that is. I will connect with you about getting your first Facebook post out, and then last but not least, all of the amazing resources that are on the internet for you to use. So that's day 2, and be sure to write down and video your why and get that back to me within the next day or 2. Thank you very much. Have a good day.